Hi everybody, Heidi, your Yorkshire crafter. How are you? This is weird, isn't it, having it this way around? I hope you're well. What are we on today? Saturday the 13th. We have Rosie and Lexi over here. Toby in the bedroom next door, not been feeling himself. Just a sore throat, he's fine. Yesterday when I went in Toby's room, I seen someone and I thought, oh, that's a good idea. I wonder if I can make one of them. So after the live, I decided, because a few of you asked where my ideas come from, I thought I'm going to try and show you. Sometimes they don't come from anywhere. Sometimes it's just, that'll look good on a background. So I'll just think of a different background. And there is no inspiration for my backgrounds. I just look at things and think, I'll do it with that. I'll do it with that. We'll just do blended backgrounds today. We'll just do smushing. Just out like that. So if I've got a nice silhouette stamp, that's how I like to show it off, is just with a nice background. So I'm going to do some of them this week, I think, because I send loads of them out, loads. So the thing that I saw when I went in his room was this, which I bought him, many moons ago. It did light up. I don't think it does anymore. No, it don't light up now. But it lit up all the way around, down each circle. His little dream catcher. And they come chasing me and he says, what are you doing with it, Grandma? So that's where my idea came from. This looks nothing like it. So it's just the idea. It's not supposed to look like it. I'm just going to have a quick drink of my black coffee. I'm saying it's early in the morning. I've been sat watching my programmes downstairs and got carried away. And you know what? If you know me, you know that I don't like leaving the house. So when I'm inside, all I see is the outside. I am fed up of the rain. Absolutely fed up. Right, we're using sticker stencils. Well, we're using one. And we're using the moon, and I think it's sticker stencil 5 from Lavinia. All products today are Lavinia. Even the ones that we adapt are Lavinia. I was right pleased with how it turned out, the ones that I adapted. Now then, I've purposely cut this to length. I normally cut my cards to length anyway, but I got carried away with this yesterday and it was getting longer and longer, and I thought I couldn't mat and layer it, so I had to cut it all down and blend all edges again because I just couldn't do it. I'm going to go there. Space up there for my words in. Let's go a bit higher. I'm going there because I've got smoke coming out of it. Even though I've used this many times, it still sticks to my paper. Right, let's crack on. So, just with what's on the brush at the moment, I'm using my Lavinia brushes today. Don't want to go over these edges. I've got to keep telling myself that it's not covered. So just with the light blue, what's on your brush, you'll be coming back to it, you're going to darken it all up. I was so pleased with how this came out. Normally my prototype, if you like, I can't remember what you call them, my messing about at the beginning, practice, they normally end up just being stuck in a drawer and stuff, but I ended up matting and layering this one because it turned out alright. With the purple that's on the brush, I'm just going to put I'm just putting like a base layer down. I always think if you put layers down it looks better. So I'm literally just sweeping across what's on my brush. Then I'm going to swap to the pinky one, just so we have a different colour at the bottom. And we're going to start to build up now. Now I'm going to take the proper blue. We're using Blue Lagoon. It's dead weird working on something so big. And I just mainly want to keep this at top if I can. Okay. I'm using hot press Lavinia card as well, watercolour. Don't know why I've used watercolour. I know why I used it on my practice, because I never know if I'm going to chuck a load of water at it or not. So I'd rather use that and then not ruin it halfway through. What am I looking for here? What have I just put in? Oh, purple. We're using violet chalk. Yeah, so I don't think I needed. I'm trying to look at the... No, I didn't really put any water on it. So no, you could use just multifarious will do it. Any of your card will do it. I just want the moon to look kind of two-toned. Put a bit more on, and then a bit of blue will come in over that as well. And it just gives it a lovely look. Then we want the confetti. That'll do. Oh, can hear Andy coughing downstairs. Yeah, that's nice. I'm going to go back in with a bit of blue again. I think that's nearly what I want. I'm going to have to get some new pads, because, or just go onto my outsides, because these are nearly dead. That's the colour I want anyway. I'm happy with that. Right. Now I'm going to use them two. Just putting these out of the way. My goodness, did you see how many brushes I had on that photo that I put up? How bad is that? And I've still got some missing. Don't know where they are. Right, I'm going in with the Merlot using the small Lavinia brush. This is just to give you your moon look like it's curving, if you know what I mean. So if you're going dark with edges, I'm not going to tell you hold your breath. I can't remember who it was. The message, when I said hold your breath, the message back said you could have told us to start breathing again. You lot are crazy. Don't worry, it'll look better than it does. All the way around. You'll understand when stencil comes off. Oops. I think I lifted it up a bit there. So difficult not to just put your hands all over paper. That was Merlot, and I'm going to do the same again with graphite. but I don't want it to go out as far as the purple did. Literally just want it to catch the edge. Nearly done, guys. This is the only technical bit, really. Well, the feathers are a bit, because I'm making them two-toned. But you've seen me do it before, so you should be alright. That should do exactly what I want it to do. And I'm going to take the blue brush and I'm literally just going to smooth that back in. There you go, that's just what I wanted. There we go. Let's move these. Have a drink of coffee. Please don't stick. Oh, it did come out. I thought it had. No matter, because we're putting something there anyway. I wonder why it came out. But normally, and there. That's okay. We're covering it up. Good job, innit? Because that would have been a disaster. Isn't that colour lovely? It's beautiful. Right, let me get rid of that. Right, I'm just gonna, because we're going to be using some pastel pencils, when you use them on ink, it starts to pill your paper. So I'm not going to do a lot of it. But I mean, if you did that and then left it for a while, an hour or so, it'd be better. Another reason I didn't want to do it is I didn't want to bend my card. Right, I'm going to do this bit first. I don't normally do that bit first. But I'm gonna. Oh, that's alright. These were stamps are on top anyway. So I'm using. We are using the. Is that the woodland set? We're using the little feather. We're using the. Yeah, it is woodland set. We're using the two flowers and that one from the vine set. Oh, I know what's missing. I can't do it without it either. Oh no, it's there. I don't know what this is out of. It's just a plain, it's out of one of my stamp sets I got out yesterday. But we are using that. And I don't know what it's out of. But you'll have loads that you can use it out of. Right, that's what we're using out of there. So I'll get my stamping block. Just give this a wipe. This has been my best friend, was this. It's a bit mucky. Let me just give it a proper wipe. In fact, I'll use my handmade stamp cleaner. That's better. That's better, I can see through it. This is absolutely fantastic for moving around you'll see, moving around your page. So I'm going to take the big flower and I'm going to change the colour I stamped it in actually. I stamped it in Purple Delight. I think I might go a bit lighter. What was lighter? I'm just looking, I've got them all in front of me. Let's go Glamorous. Actually. Yeah, actually that might work better. Glamorous. I'm going to go Glamorous. Don't like it. I keep forgetting that that's my piece of card I'm working on. So I'm just going to stamp. I'm going to cover all that up. So let's go. I think where my animal's going to be. We'll go in there. I know you can't see it. I don't want this to stand out. So that's something I've got to think about. On the other side, I'm using the other one. Same colour. Like I say, we're gonna colour these. Let's go. I moved that then. Oh dear. Let's put another one in here. Let's cover that mistake up what we did. We'll go another one. And then I'm going back in with the bigger one. Done. I'm not bothering cleaning them all off properly yet. They'll get cleaned before I put them away. So that's done. But then we're going to use Shady Lane. And we're going to use the leaf one. Don't you just love that you can move this around and get it in position? I know this is a Lavinia video, but this is $5.99 and it's from Inkylicious and it's absolutely belting. So I'm gonna, what it does for me, because I'm always like this with my hands, if you look. I don't have to. It's not a promotion, by the way. I don't get paid by anybody, any company. I know some people thought I did, and I found it really strange that they thought I was getting paid. Not from this, not from the company I just mentioned. Let's go in there. Need to wipe that. That's okay. Looks pretty already, doesn't it? Without doing out with it. So I think let's go there. Don't know why that didn't stamp properly. It doesn't matter, we're going to colour it. And we'll just do one more. Again, I'm going to let it dry a bit because those are the bits that I want to colour in with the pastel. And the bit that's going in the middle, so we'll stamp that as well now. So that's done. Let's get his middle bit and we're stamping in Nocturne. This is the one I inked up the other day, so it should be alright. Even though when I used it yesterday, it didn't stamp very well. I'm using Balco. Oh, excuse me. The thing I like about the Lavinia stamps is they're all in my head. So when I was thinking about what I was going to do, it was just a case of getting a few bits out, knowing what I'd fit on here. My other new stamps that I'm starting to use, finding it hard because I've got to get them into my head. It's like you're programmed, don't you, into your head already. That was the whole reason of me sorting my Lavinia out. I think when I did that, you know, that put it in my head massively when I started breaking them down and putting them into proper categories and everything. And using things I didn't have, not used. It made a big difference. It came out under there and all. Naughty. So we're going to stamp him in the middle. You can see that, can't you? We're not going to do out fancy with him. He's going to have a few highlights and that's it, I think. Let me get my paper straight. There's no going back on this one. So ideally, what I'll do is we'll finish all the rest of the other elements off and then we'll come back to this bit. So I know it's got a bit of time to soak in. Yeah, it's fine because we're putting black pencil in. I'm going to clean this one off properly. I think I've just picked up my other pad actually that wants re-inking, because that's definitely not stamped properly. It's okay, it's fine. Let's put him away. I've got loads of ideas to do these, you know, but you don't want to see a video for all of them, do you? I'm definitely going to do another one off camera, and if it's done on time by the time this video goes up, I'll put the photo up at the same time. That's filed and put away. Right, while that's drying at the top, let's move down the paper. So this is what this is for. I am literally gonna ink up just half of it. Well, not even half. Stick. I want a stick there. And I'm, put the purple away. I knew I needed it. So this is Purple Delight. And I'm literally, I can't see because of the light. Can you see I've just inked up part of it? And that, hopefully if I've got a straight line, will go. That looks straight, doesn't it? Right, this is where I keep swapping my things on and off. So we now also need, we're using the bubbles, all three of them. See, something else I've not used before either. So we're going to use the big one. And we're going to stamp that in blue barley blue. Look what I've done to my pad already. It's going to get worse than that right now when we're doing this. And what we're going to do, I need to make sure it's straight. If it's not straight, it's pointless. And we're just putting that bubble right there. Yep, that'll do. Take that off. Going down to the next one and using the same ink and just joining that one to it. Does that look central? You need to get it central. I had more time to concentrate and what have you. So we're going back to this one, to the viney thing. And we're going to literally do half of it this time. You're just going to do it to the length of your paper. In fact, I might need to stop because I've cut this paper shorter. Yep. And then we're coming in with a small one. Perfect. I don't know if it's straight or not, but that's what we're doing. And then we're doing a full one. Not yet, we're not. Aha. I had to look to see what I was doing then. Just wipe that off because we need to do some blue ones. Right, we're going in with the blue. I just want to make sure all the purple's off. And we're doing full length. And we're coming right out here. Under his feet. And same at other side. Does that look about right? It's alright, doesn't it? And at the bottom of them ones, we'll put in a purple circle. See, I had plenty of time to play yesterday, so I did one strip at a time because I didn't know what I was doing. Now I'm literally copying the one I did. I mean, if these are the same length that way. Oh, look. I can't afford to do that. If these aren't the same length that way, it doesn't matter because I don't think dream catchers are like that anyway, are they? Oops. I want one more little bit of blue. And a little purple circle. Right. Before we go any further, we're going to do some feathers. And then we can fill in further down. So I'm using the little feather. And I'm inking up half of it in the purple. And then the other half in the blue, which is why my pad's getting mucky. But it comes off. And that is going to go for the first one. There. Might be a bit further out than I wanted, but it's fine. Same again. That'll turn to purple. That's better. And we're going to have this coming out. Looks okay. Right, doing the same again. We're just doing a few like this. Which ones are we doing? Right. Oh, I didn't know you couldn't see, sorry. This one's going to come down here. Same again. It's easy really, isn't it? You look at them and think, gosh, that's complicated, and they're not. Look at that, I've got it there as well. I know there's going to be some colour brought in, but I can't be doing this. It needs to be kept tidy as possible. I'm going to get some wipes out and keep wiping my hands. Thing is, I can't find my ink rubber. Wait a minute, I think I know where it is. No, it's not where I thought it was. We'll go with it. It'll work. So, taking that off a minute. We're going back to this one. I'm doing one purple, full length, if it's going to fit. I'm just going to trap it in the middle of them. Yep. I think that bit's finished with, from what I can remember what I did. Little circle in blue. Done. And then one feather on the bottom. See, that's when my hands are getting mucky, isn't it? Because I'm not cleaning off after every one of them. Oh, that didn't feel very... Don't you dare fall on my work now. This should be the last one with this feather, I think. Then I'm going to show you something with another feather. Now then, that's going to be very low down on the page. That's okay. Right, that feather's finished with. It's looking okay, isn't it? Still using them colours. Let me just see if this will bring that ink off. My other one, bring it off no problem. My Tombow one. Not bothered about the side, we're going to go around it anyway. It's just there. Right, let's carry on a minute. So, I wanted a different feather. So we're using the big feather. That's going to look odd, isn't it? I need a bigger platform, I think. Or did I use it like that? I think I used it like that. Let's go with it. Right, we're doing the colouring exactly the same. So we're inking up, just part way up the feather. I thought this was genius. It worked out fantastic. I'm getting a wet baby wipe. And I'm literally taking it round. Can you see what I'm doing? You can see there, can't you? And making it feather shape. I did that wrong. Of course I'm going to do it wrong. You're watching me now. I'm just trying to put a curve on the top. So that it looks more feather-like. That's better. So I can see underneath what it's going to look like. Maybe a little bit more slanted on this side. That's what you can see what it's going to look like then. So this is going to come down the side of that ring there. No. Well, it is what it is. I can't do what about it now, can I? Same thing again. I think I did put it on a different platform because it didn't fit on. No excuses, Heidi. You messed up. Just admit it. Right, same again. like a feather. That's the only way I can see it is when I turn it over, if it looks okay. What I do want to do is see if it's similar length to that. And it is, so that'll do. And we're doing it over on this side. This time we're stamping it all. Yes! Look at the difference. It's fine. Oh, we're nearly done. Right, we're doing the same again, but this time we're doing it shorter. That's not shorter, is it? So I've got it on like that. That's not even in the middle. I want it to be a lot shorter than that. So just curving it round. Isn't that great? That's the shape, that the pattern I wanted. Not like this one. I wanted that pattern. And I thought, I wonder if it'll work. And it did. So I'm happy. I just hope that doesn't double stamp down. It's got a lot of blue still on it as that. And for this one, it's going to come out sideways. Hopefully. I'm okay if it overlaps the other one. That's perfect. Isn't that nice? I love that you can make your own smaller feather out of it. I don't know how Rosie gets her hair everywhere. I'll do. Same again. Oops, get your finger in it. Same again. I think that's right, isn't it? Oh, it's a bit of purple there. And we're going to do the same again, but smaller again. So let me take some of that off. Oh, I've had my stitches out, guys. All done, just to repair now. He says to me, you can get it wet now. I mean, I know they told me I couldn't get it wet. But he said, you can get it wet now. And I thought, well, I've been showering and everything. And he just looked at me as if to say, you've already been getting it wet, haven't you? Oh dear. But yeah, it's all good. I just need a wheel. I went out yesterday for a walk. I used the crutches. I've got an hair there and I can't get it. I used the crutches. But yeah, I struggled a bit. That's got an awful lot of ink there that I want to dab up a bit. That'll do. Took too much off. That'll do. I don't think this one's very feather-like, but that's better. So I know it's going to go over his face, but we're going to remedy that anyway. Actually, I'm going to make the face one a bit smaller again. Yeah, I thought there were a lot of ink on that purple, then I knew there was. Clear it all off and we'll just do a tiny one. I don't think there's much feather shaped at the bottom actually, is there? You know, pattern wise. Oh, that one nice, it did it straight away. Let's go with it. So this one's going not over his head, but to the side. It'll still cover him for now. There we go. I put some colour in there, it's not a problem. So that's your blending done, and that's your hardest part done for your stamping. Let's put that there. Right, in fact I'll get a clean wipe so I'm not getting it everywhere. What have we got to do next? I'll tell you what we'll do. I've got the stars already on the, I'm using these. And we're doing it in Twilight, second generation. So I'm putting one up here. One down here. That's it for that. I'm going to put some, where's my quick glue pen? I kept everything out that I used yesterday. Apart from my quickie glue pen. So I'm trying to leave this to dry as long as possible. So we'll do this bit. And I'm just putting it on every, well, I am if I can get it moving. I'm going to put a dot of silver just on every bobble there. It absolutely makes a massive difference when you see it. It only takes 2 minutes and all. That's all of them, isn't it? I think. So while that's drying a minute, I'm just going to use the Tombow marker 452. I'm going to put a little bit of that down there. I'm going to use the Wink of Stella. Oh. Just to pick a bit of that up. I didn't want it to be too... Oh, that's lovely. I didn't do it like this yesterday, I did it long-winded. That's quite nice, is that? It's got a bit of fluff in it. I felt that the circles needed a bit of something. And it absolutely does make a difference. Probably shouldn't have done it yet because I've got to put some paper over it. It could always be highlighted again, it's not a problem. Highlighted, I mean, Wink of Stella. Wink of Stella. I'll just give it a quick blast to encourage the glue. That is the pen that everybody asks me about. Quickie glue pen. It is an absolute must to have in your craft room. Just giving that wolf a bit more before we start on it now. And once that's done, there's just a sentiment to go on. It's do round edges and it's done. I hope you're liking it. I was really impressed with it, I've got to say. So you can see where I've used this one. So, what's the matter, Toby? Yeah. Yes, I'm filming. Oh, mate. You alright?
No.
What's the matter?
What's up?
Oh, I meant are you alright as in not poorly? His tabs died. Oh.
It hasn't died.
Alright then, what are you doing then?
It's just the internet.
Right. Oh, sometimes we have horrible internet, don't we, Toby? I've shown you dream catcher on video, so you can take it now. See the difference that makes on them strands. I don't know if you're catching it, but it really does. Right, let's do these flowers. I'm going to leave it that length. So I'm using, still can't say it, Andy told everybody what he said the other day, didn't I? Koino. I have lots of their stuff. I have the pastel thingies of their sticks. So I want, does it have?
I'm just gonna go try it one more time.
Alright, kid. I don't even know. 28. These are soft pastels. What other colour do I want? I want the colour that matches me. Don't let Rosie out, kid. That one. And I think I'm going to go for that one. I didn't use this one yesterday, but these, shop around. I got mine cheaper, £16 cheaper on Amazon than other stores that we all shop at. Oh, I need to leave them out because I've got to do the wolf as well. So just quickly, I'm going to... What did I do? Should have started at the top. I'm just covering them in. They don't look like these flowers when they're finished. Oh, it's taking better now I've let it dry anyway. Yesterday I went straight onto it. So I'm just putting down a bit of a base. I'll do it on all of them and then work down. I love the noise they make me. See what I mean? I don't want these to stand out. I don't want them to be a focal point. But it did need something. Okay, I can see this one here. I stamped them up in a lighter colour, don't forget. So yesterday when I did it, I stamped them up dark, just so I could definitely see them. This is quickly becoming one of my favourite ways to colour. Now I'm going to put some yellow in. Then I'm going to go back to the original colour and just drag it up from the bottom. And then I'm going in with what looks like a skin colour and pushing it down where I've just pushed the yellow down. And look how nice that blends that flower out. Look how nice that is. Makes a big difference, doesn't it? I love it. So same again, I'm going to go in with the yellow. It's super quick and all. It definitely needs to be let dry because it weren't having none of it yesterday on the wet bits. I'm not doing it perfect. I mean, you should really go up to ends and make it look pretty and even, but like that. But I'm not, we don't have time. In with the other one. It just blends it gorgeous. Once you've got a couple of layers down, it's amazing. Look how pretty it is. And when it's all dried, it'll have gold stittles in the middle. Stickles. So if my ink was still wet, this would start pulling my paper up now. But I've let it dry. It was a good idea doing it and leaving it at the beginning. Up with that. I just love this on top of them. If you want, then these are the eyeshadow brushes. I'm not going to use them on the flowers, but I did yesterday, but I'm not today. I don't need to today. Come on. Just get one of them and just blend it. Just push it. Especially if you're working on something where you need to blend it with your fingers. Just push it like that. See, it does look better. Yeah, it definitely looks better when you've blended it in. Okay, we'll do it then. There you go. See how it stands out now? And I go around it with the purple Posca after, so it stands away from the moon. I already done that colour, didn't I? I love it. So I've been, because you know I craft stood up, and obviously I'm stood up now doing my video, but because of my ankle I've had to craft sat down, and it gave me so much more patience. I think it was lovely to sit down and craft. Yeah, I know why you all do it now. There was a lot of getting up and getting down to get everything that I needed at my table. Forgot this, forgot that. I've already got questions coming in ready for the next live, so let me know of your ideas. And I shall write them down. I've wrote some down already. I didn't keep the purple Posca out. Let me just grab that. And all I'm doing with this is going around the edge of the flower. You could go around it with the black pen, but I want it to sort of like stay with the moon. You might not see a lot of difference there, but it definitely makes a difference. Just this little bit. There. It really does make a difference when you're close to it. Right, they're done. Two greens. I'm not doing the stem and everything. I'm just looks better just with that a little bit on, doesn't it? Whoa, Can't get me. That's better. I mean, if you want, you could stamp in white and colour them from there, but no. Too much hassle for me, that. So I'm not doing these perfect. I'm not doing stem. I'm literally just picking up the leaves. Gosh, I can't even see the shape of that one. I'm making up my own there. I've only got the wolf to do. And then the bit of blending outside, which is super easy. Put a bit of this green in. I'm just putting a tiny bit of green in to make it a bit two-toned. Should have put some yellow in that, that'd look nice. In fact, they're that small, I don't even think these need two colours in. Oh. All I'm doing is ruining it by going at edges. Just put a couple of flicks in. That'll do. Right, the wolf. I probably spoilt them a little bit because I was rushing. Black. White and grey. And if I can get it going again, look at all that black on it. I'm just going to chuck a bit of white down. I'm not doing anything. It's going to end up black. I'm just chucking a bit of white down so it's easier for me to move my pencil around. Chucking a bit of white down. Did I say black then? And besides that, because the ink didn't take completely, this is an easier way for me to move it. There we go. Use your finger if you want, but if I use my finger, then it's not just going where it's supposed to go, it's going everywhere. I think these were only $1.99 for all them. So I'm going to bring in some greys. Most of it ends up black anyway. But it's a nice black, if you know what I mean. It's not an ink black, it's a nice black. I know what I mean. See what I mean about most of it going back black, but it don't half move lovely. how smooth it is. It looks lovely already. I love him. It's fun to scribble. I'm still here. Just, it's so easy to drift away when you're doing something. It was great yesterday when I was doing it, and just, well, I didn't even have to talk. It was just, it was nice. Don't you think he looks amazing? Ooh, chucking my stamps everywhere. Right, I'm not doing out spectacular, so I think that's okay. Just needs a bit of on his back. I'm doing that really, really lightly. I think he looks good, and that's where he's staying. Oh, done, Heidi. I'm pleased with that. I know time's up, and I think we're done anyway. The little stickles I will put on there after, but I'm just going to show you. This is what I'm putting on because we've done a lot. Oh, my stamps. Pooh. This is going to be the matte and layer. So it is going in purple. I'll matte and layer after because time's up, but it's going to have blending round. In fact, I'll show you what it's going to have round it. This is what it's going to have round it. And all I'm using is them two. So you come in with your purple first and then your blue. I hope you like it. I think it's stunning. You can see the sparkle now. Oh, I'll put Wink Stella on them as well. But I hope you like it. I hope you have a go. I think it's beautiful. Right, I'm off, guys. So I've just, that'll take, in fact, that's dry now. I'll start inking that up now. It's all dry now. It gives the moon a right sheen. Right, I'm off, and I'll go and think of something else to do. I'll catch you soon. Happy crafting. Bye.